Well, hey there, idiots. Welcome back to Observe. In today's video, we're going to be analyzing the nonverbal communication of Sam, Colby, and a number of other people as they investigate the Conjuring House. I have done a video on Sam and Colby before. This is a new one. I have been requested multiple times to take a look at this by many people that I both know and do not know. So here we are taking a look at it for the first time together. Today, I have not seen this footage, so this will be a blind react. I'll be relying on some of the information that I gathered from the last video that I did about Sam and Colby, but that video was from a while ago, so there's going to be a lot of new information. We'll talk about that a little bit more. Let's go ahead and roll the intro first. If you are tired of those constant spam calls or have ever even wondered how your personal information has somehow ended up in the wrong hands, then I'm happy to introduce today's sponsor, Aura, the ultimate solution to protect your privacy. This past year, my parents had a stressful case of identity theft. They woke up one morning to find that somebody had been able to gain access to their accounts and had set forth a slew of online credit applications and purchases that forced them to freeze all of their accounts and jumped through dozens of complicated, tedious hoops just to regain what was already theirs. But Aura doesn't just stop at blocking spam calls. It even takes on data brokers, those profiting from your personal information. Aura identifies the brokers and then submits opt-out requests for each broker on your behalf so that you can have an easier time reclaiming your privacy. However, there's more to it than that as well. Aura goes beyond by offering a comprehensive security suite. You will no longer have a need for multiple apps. Instead, you can get a complete security package at one affordable price. After looking at this comparison, for instance, you can see that Aura has a thorough privacy protection package without breaking your bank account. Setting up Aura is a breeze. Forget about juggling apps for parental controls or antivirus or VPNs or password management and so on and so forth. Aura does all of the hard work for you, allowing you to focus on tasks with peace of mind. Take control of your privacy today by visiting aura.com/observe and let Aura be your shield against all of your online threats. Thanks again to Aura for sponsoring today's video. Then back to your regularly scheduled programming. Okay, now as I said, I have done one video on Sam and Colby before. If you would like to be able to go and check that out, go ahead, have at it. Also, if you would like to be able to consider supporting the channel in a little bit further of a way than just subscribing or liking the video, I have also opened up my memberships. Now, for memberships, for those of you who decide to become a member, I will be releasing the videos that I upload a little early, so you'll be able to see those, have a little early access with that. There's also some badges that you can have next to your name, and if you're a member and you comment in the videos, I will likely be able to actually respond to your comments. So there's a little incentive for that. Also, it just kind of helps out the channel a little bit. So thank you in advance if you decide to do that. Also, all of my socials are up and running. I post over there regularly. There will be polls, there will be questions, there will be updates, things like that on all of the different socials. Follow the link tree in the description of this video to be able to see all of those. That's all of the promotion stuff that I'm going to go ahead and do. I think it's just time to go ahead and dive right into this video. Again, heavily requested, not sure why. Let's find out together. Might be a little bit longer today.
All right, well, I'm Satori Hawes.
I'm Cody Despian.
We're caretakers here at the Conjuring House, and we also communicate with the other side, I guess you could say.
In a very interesting way that we kind of found out by accident. So the first day we met, we were paired up with each other to investigate a private residence. We thought...
I'm going to go ahead and pause here. So just making note of some of the nonverbal communication that we're seeing here. It's very presented. You're seeing these classic hands folded in front of you gestures. This is done especially, it's honestly coached a lot of the times if a person's not sure how to handle their hands while being on camera. Fold them, clasp them, do something with them. Don't shove them in your pockets. That looks a little worse kind of thing. So we're seeing this kind of like classic folding gesture in there. I don't know that there's any level of defensiveness in there as of yet. However, I will make note that the girl here is wringing her hands a little bit, which is a sign of agitation or nervousness. That does make sense on camera in regards to creating a video, everything like that. But so far, that's what I'm noticing non-verbally, we've got a bit to go, so we're going to go ahead and just keep going through.
We thought the place was really active, and then the next investigation we went on, the same activity, a lot of footsteps and banging sounds, and then the other team members were like, maybe it's something with you guys, you should go experiment. We found out that eventually, over time, that when we hold hands or hold wrists, it's almost like flipping on a light switch, and it kind of draws them in a little closer. So we're not mediums or anything, we can't sense anything. Whatever happens, everyone is here to witness, we can't control it, and we only do this for people who cross our paths naturally, and don't do it for money or anything like that, so just is what it is.
We can't guarantee who comes through, so that's just your warning. It could be literally anyone that wants to communicate, so if you guys get uncomfortable at any point, just let us know, okay?
Gonna go ahead and pause. So that little introduction there, something that I do find fascinating is that there are these precursors of going into that. Now, those precursors are there for two different reasons. Either one, they're genuinely there as like, this is information that we want to give you, but also it can be done by charlatans who are trying to prime a subject. So we don't know who's going to come through. It could be blurry. It could be hard to interpret. All of these things are said in order to make up for the fact that there's some form of trickery happening. So that could be the case there. I will note that the man during this time, he was shaking his head continuously no, but they were fairly macro gestures, so that does lead me to believe that he's probably controlling them, which means that no shake, instead of it being a desynchronization point, is he's saying a positive and meaning a negative, it's likely he's saying a positive while displaying non-verbally that you might not believe, or he doesn't believe, or it's an unbelievable thing on some level. So the no shake comes in there. So I am noting that. But I want to be able to make note of those verbal patterns that have shown up here and some of the nonverbal that we're showing here. There's the possibility of some level of manipulation happening here, but it's not enough to say. And outside of those small things, everything seems to be flowing rather well. Let's now actually see what happens.
The following footage you're about to see, we left completely unedited and completely uncut so that you guys could experience it the way that we did.
This affected us so much that we even flew back to the Conjuring House a month later to try to debunk what we saw, and we couldn't. We'll include that footage here at the end.
We want you to watch and give your...
I just want to make note of that verbal thing. That's important. I do appreciate that they're saying, yeah, we're not leaving any cuts in here. We're not trying to edit this heavily so that you could kind of see what we saw and experience it as we experience it. That should hopefully add to the authentic nonverbal communication that we're being shown during this. There is obviously going to be a level of performativism. There is obviously going to be a level of performativism. There is obviously going to be a level of performativism while doing this because it is a YouTube video. There has to be some entertainment value for sure. But the fact that they've already made note of this, that that's how the video was created, is encouraging for me to be able to see it. Very least, it should open up that door for more authentic nonverbal communication. Let's keep watching.
I want you to watch and give your honest opinion about what you think, because after Sam and I experienced this, we've been thinking about it every single day since.
All right, so if anybody's here and you can hear my voice, I'm going to connect with Cody right now, and wherever you are, I'm going to ask you to come close to us and just stomp your feet or hit something as loud as you can so we know you're here, okay? So if you're around, I'm standing here in this living room area. Can you come in here, please?
I feel the vibration.
Yeah.
If anybody's here, I'm going to ask you. Okay, if anybody's here, I'm going to ask you to make that same noise you just made, maybe, let's say, 4 times, to let me know you can hear me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Might be a bit exciting. So, I know. Okay, hold on a second. So I'm
Okay, so during this time, this is very curious to me. And obviously, these are just thumbs, right? So thumbs can be planned. They can be put in placed places. There could be somebody else in another room. They could even be added in post. There's a number of possible explanations. So something that I like to try to live my life by is if there's something extraordinary, extraordinary claims demand extraordinary evidence. So in this case, I don't feel like these thumbs are necessarily extraordinary evidence enough to claim that there's this extraordinary thing. However, it does seem to be oddly lined up. Now, non-verbally speaking, what I want to be able to make note of all the different people in there, the two people standing up do not seem to be at all affected by the fact that there are these thumbs. This is either one, because they're faking, or two, because they're used to it. And they have already said before that they have gone into this situation multiple times before. So maybe they're already used to it. It is something that I want to make note of. There's not a level of agitation coming into them. However, from the other people in the room who are not these two people communicating, we're seeing a number of other nonverbal communication seepages. From the elderly lady who's filming, we're seeing a little bit of lip compressions, perhaps some contempt. There's some moral or intellectual superiority in regards to what's happening here. Perhaps the lady on the couch has a level of skepticism as well. That could be playing out across her face. Now, Sam and Colby both seem to be presenting a fairly surprised expression. This is the lower jaw, the relaxed muscles around the eyes widening, the eyebrows widening. It's surprise, perhaps fear. It doesn't show fear so much yet. You're not seeing that pain coming into the eyes, and you're not seeing the switch of the eyebrows in there either. So not really seeing fear, definitely surprise, perhaps some shock, but it is also fairly constant, a little bit forced. There is the chance that it's being coaxed or presented for camera, but it is synchronized considering the context. And it also makes sense considering the context of the reactions of the other people in the room. People in charge should probably be a little bit more in charge, less surprised by things. Person who's just filming and not really there to perform might not show as overt of emotion. Ergo, the lady filming showing a little bit less seepage, and then Sam and Colby, the people that are on the channel, showing a little bit over emotion. And it is, while synchronized, a little bit pronounced. So there's already the possibility of some performance going on here, but even the performance itself seems to be contextually synchronized. So we just have to continue looking.
So I'm going to play a little game. If you'd like to tell me your first name, I'm going to go through the alphabet. When I get to the first letter of your name, you're going to knock. I'll restart. When I get to the second letter, you're going to knock, and I'll keep restarting until I spell out things, okay? All right. So I'm going to get your first name. A, B, Abigail Arnold. Perfect. It's great to talk to you this evening.
Okay, so here we're already hearing these immediate responses to verbal things being said. Again, if this is genuinely happening, this is something that's quite impressive. It lines up very well. Again, I'm having difficulty because all that it is a knock. Perhaps there's more that comes in. Again, I've read a lot about this episode. The knocking isn't going to quite cut it for me. The nonverbal expressions that we're seeing from the people around that aren't the main two that are communicating seem to be fairly synchronized, but again, they haven't changed from that a little bit performative edge that we've already talked about, so there's still the possibility of that being forced. Nevertheless, from what we're just seeing, if we're taking this at face value with the nonverbal that we're seeing so far, they seem to be surprised by what they're hearing, and what they're hearing seems to be suspiciously lining up to the verbals. This is fascinating to me, at very least, while not enough evidence to say, yeah, that's definitely what they're experiencing. They're experiencing supernatural. It is something to make note of and to keep in mind as we're moving forward.
Hey, wait, is this normal?
For us.
What?
Dude, this is everywhere.
Do you have something you'd like to say? Okay, how many words?
Well, can I ask for something first?
Mm-hmm.
Abigail, do you know who... Can you see me pointing? Do you know who this is?
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us his name?
A, B, C, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, A, B, C, B. I know, I went fast on that one. Colby? Perfect.
Okay, and can you see who now
Actually.
I'm pointing to?
Okay.
Can you tell us his name?
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, S, A, Sam. Perfect.
Okay, so interestingly here as well, now I've got a little bit more context for the lady that's sitting on the end of the couch there, apparently a part of the situation before. So now that adds a little context to her emotional seepage of the lip compression and the slight contempt that's coming in there. We know that she was feeling a level of moral or intellectual superiority, ergo the contempt, but we weren't sure as to what it was, so perhaps we were assuming it could be because she's a skeptic. Not necessarily the case. It could in fact be because she's been there before, has gone through this before, and knows what's about to happen, ergo the moral or intellectual superiority coming out across her face. So that we now understand. So now it seems as though there's 3 people in there that have been there before, have interacted with these supernatural beings before, and then there's Sam and Colby that are in there still. Now, talking on Sam and Colby's responses to this. Non-verbally speaking, we're seeing Sam do a number of ventilating gestures. You're seeing the touching of the head. Anytime that you see manipulators coming up around the face of the head, that's a sign of agitation, nervousness. It could be any form of emotional display around there. Also to see the ventilation coming out where you see the armpits being a little bit more exposed, that ventilation, that's also a sign of agitation. So that does seem to be fairly synchronized. Again, we're also seeing these looks of smiles in there as well, which understandable. If Sam and Colby are on a quest to find supernatural event and phenomenon, then this would be an exciting event for them. And from what I'm understanding, this seems to be fairly synchronized from them. So from what I'm seeing, they seem to be believing what they're experiencing right now. As to what I can tell from everybody else in the room, it's really difficult to be able to say because they seem so composed around it. So this is fascinating, to be sure. We're still just dealing with thumps. Now we're also kind of dealing with thumps in regards to spelling of things. Now, in certain circles, especially in like mentalism circles, people that can pretend to read minds, things like that, and there are levels of things that you can do even to the tone and force behind a voice that lets you know when the correct answer is in there. So there's that possibility of that being able to be read as well. So as she's going through and listing letters of the alphabet, waiting for those small cues to be able to say, oh, this is the right letter. So it still could be that. There's any slew of possible explanations for it still, as I'm sure a lot of you are thinking of as we're watching this. But non-verbally speaking, it does seem to be fairly synchronized, and we're getting some of these context clues for what everything else is meaning. Let's just keep watching.
Bro. Wait, okay.
You want to stop for a second?
I just want to, like, talk. How? Is it always, well, like, the stomping?
Yeah, so we usually
They're
go
walking.
through the alphabet and we get full sentences sometimes, and
She's,
we have,
She's trying to talk.
she's trying to say something. How many words? Okay, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. A, B, C, D, E. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O. People. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. A, B, C, D, E. Here. There are people here. Not living people. Okay, do you know if they're from the house? 1 for yes, 2 for no? No. Are they new? Okay. How many people? Okay.
5, 6?
Are they with people that might be here tonight? Living people?
Wait. Yeah, what does that even mean? Does that mean like
You guys might have brought people with you.
five things are attached to us?
No. That there might be 5 spirits that are here that have come here to maybe talk to you or something.
Can somebody come forward first? Whoever would like to come forward first.
So something that I do want to make note of, which is important to make note of non-verbally, is that currently Sam and Colby are not really performing overtly with their actions. They're sticking into a frozen state of being, which is a response to various stimuli. We all have heard of fight, flight, or freeze. It's actually further than that. It's fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. Obviously, they're not fawning. This isn't a freeze response to this stimuli. And so that is fascinating to me that both of them are entering into this state of being frozen. And all of the responses from this source of thumping have been lining up in a way that seems to be very communicative specifically to us, which is very fascinating. It's extremely fascinating on at least the levels of entertainment that we're seeing here. So far, there hasn't been anything that's like, okay, this is definitely the obvious explanation for it, besides that there might be somebody thumping like that elsewhere in the house and it's all made up, or that it's been added in post. I'm not getting that it's all made up or added in, judging from the nonverbal reaction from Sam and Colby, but let's just keep watching.
We just need your full name so we can figure out who you are.
So somebody come forward.
Or if Abigail can help. Can we have a name of one person to start?
Okay. Ready? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, L. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, A, B, L, I, B, A, B, L, I, B, B. More?
Libby?
Is there a last name? Okay. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, G, O. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, A, B, A, B, C, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Okay. Does this make sense for you? Do you need a break?
Yeah.
Okay. Can we take a quick break real quick? Can they stay around? Okay, we'll take a quick break. Okay, stay right there. Do you want me to bring you something?
Oh my fuck.
What? Who is it?
Libby Golak.
Your grandma?
My grandma.
Oh, no way.
The one that said onward and upward that started fucking
Everything.
everything.
Do you want me to get you tissues or something?
Sure.
Do you have tissues?
Oh, fuck, dude. Oh my god.
Okay, whew, all right, so this is fascinating. This is an interesting thing, and now either one, we're dealing with somebody who's doing something called hot reading, which is where you gather information in the background to be able to present it as newly discovered information. It's often done by charlatans who are claiming to speak to people who have passed. It's not unheard of. If you would like some very primed examples of people who can do seemingly impossible things like that, watch anything by the mentalist Darren Brown. He's a UK mentalist, very well known. You could find his stuff on Netflix. You could find it on YouTube, anywhere like that. Go and check out his stuff, and that can give you a perspective as to how people who have very normal, average talents can pull off things like that. There's that possibility. Now, what I'm noticing non-verbally from Sam here is that he's showing inflammation around his nose and cheeks, which is more difficult to be able to force unless you're very versed in acting. That inflammation is something that's a little bit more physiological, more difficult to control along in the same lines as perhaps your heartbeat changing, your respiratory changing, your mouth becoming dry, these things that are a little bit more difficult to control. That's starting to come out there. It seems as though I can see some tears coming into his eyes. Now, perhaps Sam is a fantastic actor and he's able to pull off this sort of emotional upwelling at the drop of a hat here. Possible. Now, the other possibility is that Sam is feeling exactly what he's saying here. And non-verbally speaking, it seems to be synchronized. I wouldn't say that he's forcing this or faking this in any level. It seems to be a genuine emotional response, especially even the creating space, going back to the back of the area there, bending over, having the difficulty with breathing. All of these things are authentic and push me to believe that he's being genuine in his emotional response. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that the contact that's being made is genuine, but Sam's interpretation and his experience of it is. So far, we're seeing the possibility of a genuine action, somehow, some way, still explained by natural phenomenon, and we're seeing a genuine emotional response to that. We're gathering this information. As we continue through this video, hopefully there will be more and more details that can help provide this extraordinary evidence for the extraordinary claims. This is one of the videos that has said to do that. I'm curious. Let's keep watching.
There's no way in fucking hell they know anything.
No.
That's not her real name. That's her nickname. No one in my family, no one besides my family would ever tell anybody like that. What the fuck?
Now we're seeing some more genuine nonverbal communication from Sam. We're seeing, obviously, now we can see a little bit more clearly. He's not faking the tears. He's not faking the mucus that comes with the tears. This is a genuine emotional upwelling that he's feeling, as well as you could see that it's consistently changing and warping. A person who is not as experienced at acting or trying to present these false emotions will keep a very consistent, steady expression while they're trying to fake the expression that they're doing. If you want an example of what it looks like to have this forced expression of grief, here is a true crime case where I dealt with the parents that had killed their children and were trying to present this sad image online and to the TV and to the public, and this is what it looks like. And so you could see this very forced expression of torment or pain. And then we're switching over to how Sam's display is, and you could see the change in it, the development of it as various things are coming to him. And along with that, we're now starting to see some blocking gestures and some self-soothing gestures as well, as he's crossing across, becoming very hunched in and doing some manipulators with his arms here. These are all indicators of intense emotion that has to be calmed down non-verbally. So far, authentic from Sam. Sam does believe what he is experiencing here. And I mean, I don't have any reason to disbelieve him so far. I don't have any reason to disbelieve what he's experiencing so far. Whether or not it's a genuine ghost or somebody from beyond, hard to say it. But he's experiencing genuine emotion. Let's keep watching.
I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say.
Oh my god.
I hate to tell you, but we only have access to toilet paper.
Oh, man.
Is that okay?
That's okay, I'll just use my shirt.
Okay, I'll leave this here. Whoa. Like I said, I can't promise anything, so I'm sorry. Like if it was...
It's common for that to happen, for family members to come through.
Oh my god. But you said she was following us?
So usually they're watching over people.
Okay.
That's usually what, at least the way we understand it. I mean, we've done this hundreds of times now, and the reason why we do it for people who cross our path naturally is usually there's a message for that specific person that we cross. And,
oh, wow.
And usually when family members come through, it's just letting them know that they're watching over them. And
wow.
And they're always watching over us.
Would you like a break? Or
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Ahead and pause that there. So that's a pretty substantial statement. Now, part of where it starts to stray a little bit, where I'm a little bit more suspicious, is as the lady's starting to say, they're always watching over us. So that always statement, now we're starting to stray into the territory of saying things that you can't possibly actually know to begin with. Even if you are a psychic medium, it's impossible to say whether or not they are always watching over you. But from what we're understanding, it seems as though the people that have done the actual event themselves, they say that they have done hundreds of these before, and that explains why they're not reacting much, that they're not emoting to the responses. They're staying pretty subdued, as if they expect this, which at this point, if they've done hundreds of these, they should. That does then make sense in context. Now we're seeing Sam needing to be able to take some space and a break. All of this is indicating to me authenticity. It's very fascinating. Let's just keep watching.
What?
What is this house? What is this house?
I've never seen anything like that before, my friend.
There's no fucking
There's
way.
no way. They knew her.
There's no fucking way.
There's zero way.
Oh my god. Oh my god, who's gonna believe that? Like, what the fuck?
People are gonna believe it because of this reaction, man.
Dude, I have never felt like that ever. Dude, when she said lib, I was like, there's not a Libby in the fucking Conjuring House lore. There's nothing in any of the history at all. I was like, no way she's saying Libby. And then when she said G, I was like, there's no way. There's no... Dude. How is that?
Okay, so again, all that I'm catching from Sam during this is authentic nonverbal communication. You could tell that the emotion is still working through. It's a process. It's not just one singular event that sticks around on the face for a while. There's more thoughts that come in. It alters the expression as he maintains and then loses control of emotion. And what I'm seeing from Sam is a genuine, authentic, emotional response to what he's experienced. Everything points to that. To me at least. Now, what I will still make note of is that, and there are trade secrets to be able to achieve these sorts of things, is that is the crucial point of what's either considered a cold, warm, or hot read, is to find small details that nobody else should be able to know and state them as factual. This can be done through a number of variety of different ways. The internet has fully changed the game when it comes to that. There is almost no limitation to what you can and cannot find out about a person just by doing some basic searches and getting behind some paywalls. So there is that distinct possibility. Perhaps somebody has set this up to be able to present this to Sam so that it has an effect on Sam. There is that possibility. Nobody can deny that. It does not seem likely. It's a little difficult for me to be able to get a read off of the people that are there regularly, the old lady and the two people that are up communicating. They seem to be fairly subdued. Again, the old lady has a level of, for lack of a better term, contempt. And it's not a negative contempt. It is, simply put, moral or intellectual superiority in regards to the situation. She feels like she knows something more. And that does make sense contextually, just regardless of the reasoning why. This is fascinating to me. Again, it's not unable to be explained by other means, but it is definitely some of the strongest visual evidence that I've been able to see through all sorts of different hoops that could be edited, everything like that. Strongest visual evidence for supernatural communication. This seems very specific and having very genuine, authentic, emotional tolls on the people involved. Now, Colby there in this time, I have not really seen his emotional response outside of the very beginning where he seemed to be surprised. I can hear his tone. I can hear the force. I can hear a little bit of shakiness behind his voice. So there is a level of agitation, perhaps nervousness, at very least emotion is affecting his voice. And then Sam's is very overt and obvious. Yeah, I mean, it's fascinating so far. We're going to go ahead and dive back in.
How is that possible? That is the fucking shit that makes me believe in all of this. I get it when we ask for things and things go off, things can be chalked up to coincidence, or things can be scary, or things can tell us to fucking leave. But when someone like that, like my grandma, there's no way they would have known her name, and she said someone came here with us, as if she's like watching over me.
Yeah, no, it's a great thing.
My grandma affected me a lot. She taught me everything to do with appreciation and loving life, and literally her last words before she died were onward and upward. And that is the slogan that Colby and I used for the first 5 years of our career, because of how much that impacted us. And she's basically just saying she's still with us, dude, watching over us.
She's still there.
Beautiful.
She's still there.
I couldn't do anything except immediately break down. I just didn't know what to think. Fucking insane.
And understandably. I don't even know what to say right now, to be honest. I mean,
So I want to also make note that the expression that's going across Sam's face during this time is a complex mixed expression. Again, that's a little bit more difficult to reach and tap into unless you're a trained actor or actress. So perhaps Maybe he's good at that. Maybe he's flawless at being able to display this. I doubt it. I doubt that, especially considering how synchronized it is and how much everything is flowing despite so many things being moving. We're seeing the fear in the upper half of his face with his eyebrows pulling together and upwards. This is also in line with perhaps pain or sadness. That makes sense. We're also seeing the happiness on the lower half of his face that is still reaching his eyes lightly as well, indicator of perhaps genuine joy. And all of these different emotions that are bubbling around on his face play into each other, making complete sense as to what his emotional state and psychological state would be in that scenario. So either one, again, as watching this non-verbally, Sam is a good actor and he knows how to do this well, or he's genuinely feeling the things that he's feeling. Again, as we've already said, there's the possibility that he's genuinely feeling the things that he's feeling, but the inspiration for it has been faked in some way. Non-verbally speaking, there's no way to know based off of Sam alone. But from what I'm seeing, Sam's feeling what he's feeling. Let's keep watching.
I mean, full honesty, I was looking at their feet like, who's tapping? The entire time I was like, who is tapping?
Another person in the fucking house or someone downstairs tapping or their feet, but nothing. I pointed the camera down many times to look at their feet. No one was tapping.
Nobody was tapping.
God. I don't know what just happened. Literally, my life is flashing before my eyes right now.
Our goal of being here is...
I'm gonna go ahead and pause here again. So that part felt a little bit pushed for me. My life is literally flashing. The force behind the statement in general, it felt a little bit desynchronized and a little bit stilted to me. So if that desynchronization is an indicator of forcing an emotion, I have questions. Now, it could be because, yeah, we have to be able to continue to produce some form of entertaining content for the people that are watching and viewing. There's that possibility, so that forced, stilted kind of phrasing and flow comes out. Possibly. However, considering everything else that we've seen in context with that, it doesn't seem as though that little instance of desynchronization or stilted nonverbal communication has detracted at all from the message of the rest of it. Let's just keep watching.
Here is to learn more about this, is to push ourselves. So I'm super down. That just caught me off guard.
All right, well, if you want to stop, just let us know.
Interesting from Sam during that time. A lot of no shaking in his head as he's saying that he's super down. A lot of eye blocking, looking down and to the side. So the down and to the side could be shame, not likely guilt. He hasn't done anything wrong. Perhaps he's ashamed of displaying emotionally like he did there. Looking down to the side. And then the no shaking and eye blocking means that there's something negative centered around that. Perhaps he's feeling unsettled. Perhaps he doesn't really want to pursue forward. Perhaps he's worried about what pursuing forward with this will bring. Any number of explanations for that, but I do want to make note of that little pop there. Let's continue.
They're here. So watch this real quick. So it's only when we do this. I don't know why.
Has that happened like ever since you guys met?
Yeah.
Yes. Yep, the first day we met.
Do you mind if I try to see like where the noise is coming from?
Can you keep stomping your feet as much as possible?
Sometimes you'll hear it move around the room. Can you walk
Yeah, now it's over here.
Now they're over
Now it's over here.
Yeah, it is moving.
Dude, I can't even follow it.
It's moving.
Can you stomp right here for me?
Can you come over here?
Oh my god.
Thank you. Right there.
Is this Abigail?
Yeah. Would you like to continue? Okay. Did the person we just named, did they have a message? Okay. Okay. How many words? Okay. I'll go a little faster, okay? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, A, B, C, watch. Watching. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, over. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, U. More. A, B, and. A, B, A. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. More. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S. Allison?
Allison?
Watching over you and Allison.
No way.
More.
It's his sister.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N,
And?
A, B, C, A, B, C, D, E, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N. More. Then. Okay. Excitement.
Excitement. Oh my god, man.
Oh, so the band are my brother and sister.
Are you waiting? Very impatiently? Okay.
Okay, so far, I have to pause because this is... If this is fake, this is a wonderfully done false reading. This is a fantastically done charlatan display. If this is faked, this was a really masterfully done fake. I have to say that for sure. And what we're seeing from Sam during this time is still the same nonverbal tells that would encourage me to feel authenticity from his emotional display. We're seeing the synchronization across everything. We're seeing how it flows. We're seeing the emotional profiles. We're seeing the alterations to the emotion as he's processing through it. All of these are indicators of that. And then we're still getting this very specific information from whoever is controlling the taps, be it a supernatural force or be it somebody who just happened to do some extra digging and research before this video was shot. Now, they obviously did that little blip there as well about trying to track down where the foot tappings were, and that's fair. It seemed as though they were all trying to follow around in various areas, and it seems as though the tapping was moving. Again, for those of us who are sitting here on our screens watching, it's still extremely easy for us to all just say, well, it's just tapping. How hard is that to fake? That's fairly true. Non-verbally speaking, though, it does not seem as though the people that are affected by the tapping are in on any sort of joke or any sort of spoof or play act. And the people that are involved up front, they don't give the appearance that they have done all of this research to be able to understand Sam and Colby better, to be able to provide these extra details that should not be known. So all of this is still pushing me to believe in its authenticity, at least from what we're being shown on camera. Again, there haven't been many cuts, and we're able to kind of see how this is being processed. If you want to be able to continue this series as they do their exploration of this house, let me know in the comments below. But if you want to also just see the series itself and how everything plays out with all of the context, go and check out Sam and Colby's channel. You can even let them know that I sent you their way, because this seems to be arguably fairly solid, if still disprovable evidence of something unexplainable occurring. Let's keep watching.
I'm going to ask for your first name. Is this somebody new? Okay, I'm going to go for your first name, okay? A, B, C, D, E, F, F, yeah. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, A, B, C, A.
Frank?
Okay, last name? A, B, D, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, R, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, A, B, C, A, B, C, G, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, Brock.
Frank Brock?
Frank Brock.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, R, S, T, A, B, C, D, E.
Tell.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, L, A, B, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, L, A, Y, A, B, C, D, E, F,
Oh my
G, H, I,
God.
J, K, L, M, N, L, A, Y, N, more. A, B, C, D, E, Lane.
Oh, dude, that's my dad.
Tell,
Lane.
Lane. More. A, B, C, D, E.
What the fuck?
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, L, E, L. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, E, L, I. More. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
Elizabeth?
Elizabeth?
Eliza?
Elizabeth. Tell Lane.
Lane.
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, and A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, word I. Word I? You're okay? Okay, so tell Lane that Frank and Elizabeth are okay. Okay,
Okay, got it.
got it. Thank you.
Are you gonna text him?
Well, I just wrote this down, so obviously we're filming this, but like, I think Elizabeth and Frank are my great-grandparents and my dad's grandparents, because when I was doing some Ancestry.com, and I think I know Frank Brock, but I never met him. Tell Lane is my dad, and nobody spells Lane like L-A-Y-N-E.
Yeah, why would that even come up?
Who's Bob?
And
Bob is my grandpa. Bob is my grandpa. My dad's dad. So this would be his son. My great-grandpa's here.
damn, that's fucking insane, dude.
Bob's your son.
Bob is their son. That's what he said.
Oh, he's trying to tell me that.
Yeah.
So I gotta.
He's trying to clarify.
Okay, thank you, Frank. Oh, my bad. My bad. We never met before, you know, but.
Are you watching? Is everybody here just watching over, making sure they're safe? Good.
Are you always with them?
Yes.
Wow.
Okay. So it's like a
What do you feel, man?
I'm just gonna have some. When I see everybody at Christmas and stuff, you guys have no idea what I found out. Oh my god. That's crazy. I've never met you before, Frank. Ever.
no.
He said, nah. But thanks for watching over.
Wow, that's cool.
No, we appreciate it.
Okay. That entire portion, extremely interesting. Again, very specific. Again, explainable outside of. What I was trying to pay attention to during that time as well was from the three that have been doing this repeatedly to see if there was any nonverbal tells of indicators for like, yep, you've hit the right letter or you've done the right thing, to see perhaps there's something in between all of them, that there's an indicator that shows where something is, a movement of the hands, a movement of the face, a movement of anything that could be a lineup indicator to where as she's listing off ABCD, blah, 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 that she knows when to stop. I did not see anything in that. Now, there's the possibility that there's something too small to be able to see through the detail of the screen, possibly. But from what I'm noticing, non-verbally, even from them up front, I'm not seeing anything of corroboration between all of them to try to present these little blips of information. Now, this is an extremely fascinating display of what many people have claimed to be familiar with, of ancestors watching over them. It's been stated throughout all of history. Many religions are built off of it. Many philosophies are built off of it. It's not unheard of to have ancestral people watching over you. So this could be evidence for that. And from what I'm understanding, and at least seeing non-verbally from the two boys, they feel like they're experiencing just that. I will note that Colby's response is not as tearful as Sam's response. I don't know the two of them individually, so I don't know. Perhaps Sam is more emotive that way than Colby is. Some people have easier time accessing certain emotions than other people do. There always is that possibility. I will say that it seems as though Colby's response at very least is authentically surprised. I don't see this pain. I don't see this sorrow. I don't see the sadness that has been showing up in Sam's, but I am still seeing the nonverbal indicators of surprise. And then along with that, we're seeing the development of the emotion throughout, so it's not staying this consistent forced expression. That's what I'm noticing so far nonverbally from these two. Whew, okay, let's just keep going.
My dad's gonna cry.
Dude.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, A, B, C, D, E.
Tell.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. A, B, C, D, E. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S.
Oh my god. This is my mom.
E?
A, L, E, S, A.
Nobody spells Lisa.
No one spells Lisa like
That's
that.
my mom.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. All right. Tell Lisa, right?
Yeah, no, that's her name.
Okay.
My mom.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, I, J, A, B, C, D, E, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, J, E, N, A, B, C, D, E, J, E, N, E, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L,
Janelle.
A, B,
That's my grandma.
C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W.
With her.
Okay, is with her. Okay.
Okay.
That's my grandma Daly. Is she dancing around?
I love it. I'm loving the energy in this group.
What the fuck is happening, dude?
Are you happy?
What is happening?
Good. That makes me happy. Anything else?
Insane.
Okay. You gonna take a break for the evening? All right. Thank you.
Bye, Grandma Daly. Oh my god.
They just walked away.
Oh.
Oh my god. Wait,
That was
yeah.
it?
Yeah, that was it. And then they're done for the night. So that's how that works.
Gonna go ahead and pause there because we're at this 2 months later mark. Oh, okay. So we have a lot of specific information. Again, either one, this is a wonderfully done cold or hot read to where somebody or some team has done research on Sam and Colby in the past, have dug up specific, unique information about Sam and Colby that nobody else should know and can now present it in what would be considered a very theatrical way. This is all of the settings for what would be considered a fantastic con. There is that possibility for sure. And if it were a fantastic con, Sam and Colby would still be reacting genuinely to what they're experiencing because as far as they can feel and tell, it's genuine. And it's the same sort of effect that any con artist can have on anybody who's hoping to connect to somebody who has passed on. There is a lot that goes into these effective cold reads, what all can go into that, how to fish for certain phrases, how to glean certain information, how to be able to do all of these tips and tricks to get to the point of pulling off a very good con like this. But I'm not getting specifically that vibe from these two, the two that are communicating up front. They don't seem to be trying to present a con in any way. If there's anybody who is giving the energy of this might be a con, it would be the elderly lady who is filming, if not only due to the contempt that she sometimes has been displaying throughout. However, that hasn't been present for a moment, and everybody seems to be fairly supportive. So I'm stuck here as a nonverbal analyst looking at two people presenting genuine nonverbal communication to something that is largely unexplainable, and then trying to be able to base anything that I can see off of the duo doing the task in front to see if they are perhaps in some form of no. Again, since they are emoting so little, it does not count as a red flag considering their backstory of having done this, according to them, hundreds of times. Would make sense that they're not emoting as much. But perhaps that's still the case. That seems almost more unlikely. And the saying goes that no matter how unlikely, if you remove everything else, the final answer that is presented, regardless of how unlikely, must be the truth. Now, we haven't removed all the rest of the evidence. We haven't removed all the rest of the explanations. But right now, the easiest answer to it is that something unexplainable is occurring. Right now, that's where we are. We still have some minutes left of this. Let's keep watching.
What's up, guys? It's been about 2 months since we've been at the Conjuring House, and while we were editing, we realized that there were some possible non-paranormal explanations for Cody and Satori's knocking method, so we went back to Rhode Island to figure it out for ourselves.
So let's start with everyone's main question: is the Conjuring House rigged? In order to test that, we wanted to see if Cody and Satori could make these knocks happen outside.
Oh God, I haven't seen this in months. So I'm freaking out.
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm. All right, Abigail or anybody, if you're here, can you come up to the front for me?
Here it is. It's outside.
Come over here.
It's
Can
coming.
you stand right over here?
Walk around, stop your feet.
Is that? Yeah, you can hear her.
She dancing?
It sounds like she's doing a little.
Yeah!
It's amazing. Okay, there you have it, guys.
So yeah, they could make these knocks happen outside, which was absolutely insane, but yeah, it's still on the Conjuring property, which they had access to, so to make double sure, like, okay, can you go to a random, non-haunted location that you've never been to before, so we know you don't have anything prepared.
And guys, even Sam and I had no idea where these locations would be. We all got in the car together, and we had a team member send us these random locations.
We kidnapped them.
You did. You really did.
Hey guys, just to show that these are random locations, the first one did not even work out because it was so loud around a main road that we couldn't even film there.
Yeah, it's too close to a main road.
So we had our team member generate another location where we ended up at some random park.
Once we got inside the park, we wanted to make sure that there were no hidden devices in their shoes that could make these knocking noises, so earlier that day, we bought them new ones.
We got shoes at Walmart. Have the receipt for today.
Yeah!
Slippers, so we know there can't be any crazy hardwire into them.
These are my socks, okay? There's nothing attached to my foot.
There's nothing in their shoes, everybody.
I don't have any devices in my ears, okay?
Yep.
Or around, these are necklaces.
Way away from the Conjuring House. We are on pavement. We have new shoes. Satori's hair is up, and they had no idea where we were taking them. We did not even.
We have no idea where we are right now.
We don't even know where we are right now.
Ready?
Here we go.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and pause here. So I appreciate this. I appreciate that this has been added into the video, that it doesn't seem as though Sam and Colby are like, here, let's try to build the video up in every way to make it to where it has no choice but to succeed or but to present the evidence. It seems as though they're trying to disprove it. Now, again, this makes it more complicated if Sam and Colby are not in on this. If they're not a part of the cold read, if they're not a part of the fraud, then this would be a very difficult step taken by them for the two people that are performing. If these two people that are performing are indeed mentalists or practicing in various mentalism techniques, and then they have this information already rehearsed, then this new setting and a different controlled environment is massively different, and it is more difficult to be able to get as solid or reliable of a cold read off of. So this would be a good move for Sam and Colby to do. Now, what I'll be curious about before any of this continues to move forward is whether or not there will be any specifics. Perhaps there will be specific words, specific phrases, things like that provided that will then again add all of this extra content to it, or if it's going to be something that's so simple of, if you're here, hopefully we hear some tapping noises, which can be explained outside of the supernatural. Let's see.
I just want to hear if anybody walks up. All right, if anybody's here, I'm gonna ask you to come stand right over here for me, okay?
And once again, the knocks were happening. I mean, obviously we were impressed up until this point, but after this, from what we were experiencing, there's no way we could explain how they could possibly be faking this.
Because we went ourselves to a random store and got them shoes that we know we didn't put anything inside of it, is just mind-blowing how this was all happening. And I think this was the point where it really started to hit us.
Have we talked to you before?
During that part with the talking heads, I am noticing a little bit more of this forced nonverbal communication from Sam and Colby. It comes across as the performative side of things as they're trying to present this after retelling. That is extremely common for, especially just on YouTube, to see somebody not be able to emote genuinely and authentically as they're recounting things like that. So that does make sense contextually in there. What I'm more interested in is their nonverbal communication in the moments of, rather than these retellings of, because those retellings have very little consequence. So let's watch this.
Before? No? Okay. Somebody coming in.
Keep going.
I'm going to ask for your name. I'm going to go through the alphabet.
So at this point, we could still hear the knocks in person, but the camera mic couldn't pick it up due to all the outside noise. So we're going to fast forward to where you can start hearing it again.
Bossy.
Terry Fossey. Nice to meet you, Terry.
Why are you in the park?
Try to talk as loud as you can, okay? I know there's a lot of noise
Take some of our
outside.
energy if you need to.
Okay? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V,
Q, R, S, T, U, T, A, B, C, D, E, F, E.
Tell.
A.
Teach.
Teacher?
You're a teacher? Okay, thank you for confirming that. Okay.
Is this a school park?
Yeah, no. It's fine. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, L. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O. A, B, C, D, E.
I think it's A.
G, L, O, N.
No. B. G, L, O, B.
Can you try really hard to be loud? I know there's so many noises out here.
Let's try reconnecting.
Terry.
Okay. I can hear
There he is.
G, L, O, B.
Yep.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, E. Globe.
Globe.
More.
Oh, wait. This is Globe Park.
Is there a school that you taught at with the same name?
Oh,
Okay.
Teacher at Globe.
at Globe. This is Globe Park.
Yeah,
That we're at?
I just looked at this sign right here. It says
wonder if
Globe
there's a
Park.
sign.
Globe Park School is 800 feet that way.
No. No way.
It's amazing for you to talk to us tonight.
Obviously, you guys can hear the knocks now, but I'm telling you, in person, they were so much louder. And the craziest part is it didn't sound like it was coming from just one area. It was all over the place.
It was like walking around, and you could feel it on your feet. Like the vibrations were going through our shoes.
Like, how do you explain them being able to do that in a random park? Random pavement, we could still feel it on our feet?
Do you remember? I don't know if this is a tough question, but do you remember what year you passed away?
Okay. Can I go through the date, the year first? Is it the 19? Was it?
I didn't hear anything.
19s? Like 1900s?
No.
2000?
Yep.
Before 2010?
Yep.
2000? 1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7?
Is that, did you actually die?
2007?
So here's the craziest part, at least for us. While we were leaving the park, we had a team member look up all the information that we got from Terry, the spirit that came through, and it was all true.
Oh my god. Okay guys, we are on the way to the next location. We just asked our team to look up Terry, and he sent back a Google search. September 27th, which is today.
No!
2007. So 16 years ago, today, Terry Fika died at Globe Park School.
Whoa! And that's why I was walking around today.
Oh my god, I'll throw the screenshot on screen. But oh my...
That's why she...
Okay. Well, non-verbally speaking, throughout the interaction in the park, again, yes, there are all sorts of possible explanations for it. Non-verbally speaking, at least Sam, who was on screen regularly, he was not showing any indicators of anticipating or understanding what was going to occur beforehand. And that can be done through a number of different things. You could sometimes see persons start to leak an emotional response to something before it actually is required. If they're faking it, there's all sorts of possible tells to be able to see if a person is prepping themselves for an emotional display that they don't actually feel. I do not see that from Sam in the park. Again, the two that are doing their communications don't seem to have a lot of emotional responses to it. Now we're in the car talking about the event in post, and somebody has looked up the details, and now everybody that has at least footage of their face on screen has been displaying what would be considered a genuine surprise expression. If you saw it in a dictionary, you would know exactly what they were doing. And then as emotion and expressions are mobile things, we can see the emotional display changing and altering as the information is changing and the environment is changing. Surprise is not impossible to fake. You can fake surprise. So there's the possibility that all of the people in the car, from what I can hear and what I can see, are faking the response of surprise to the information that was being given. Doesn't seem likely, and now we're able to see the emotional displays from the two that are heading everything up. The communicators themselves are also showing some very fascinating nonverbal displays. That throws some wrenches into the gears as far as the ability to have this be a cold read scenario, a fraud scenario. Now there's the chance that the two are good actors and actresses. Maybe they're well versed in how to do this, and oftentimes people who do reads like this, they get good at displaying what they want to. That is a possibility. Maybe they're just so practiced at this that they can. It does not seem to be the case, especially down to even the synchronized timing across all of the people in the car to the responses of the various information being revealed. It all seems to be very authentic to me. There's not much left in this. Let's just keep watching, and then I'll talk a little bit about it all at the end.
I've been at the park. It was just like a memory thing.
Okay, Terry Ann Fika is a girl and 47 years old, elementary school teacher at Globe Park School. Oh my god.
In 2007.
In 2007, exactly what we got.
Aww.
That is insane.
Wow.
That is also beautiful that she would come back to the elementary school.
Just visiting.
Experiences with Cody and Satori, we 100% wholeheartedly believe that this is true.
We've been trying to debunk this for the past 2 months. Every single night I've been thinking about this, and it has to be. There's no way.
Completely changed the way we think, changed everything for us. And obviously we experienced it different. We were in person. You know, we saw it, we heard it, we felt it in our shoes, and no matter what we could capture on camera or you hear through the speakers of your computer or phone is not going to be the same, and we understand that. But hopefully you can sort of see what we have been going through. This is unheard of.
If it's helping people, then that's why we're still doing this.
That's what it's about for us, and getting the house out there and showing that the house is more than what some people just believe it is. That's the important thing. We are prepared though, because we have gotten both good opinions and bad opinions. So we're prepared for both of it. We're strong in our beliefs and what we do. So
Right, and of course we want to help everybody, but it's impossible, right? We can't give a reading to everybody. everybody or give a session to everybody.
Yeah, we're not doing gallery readings or anything ever in the future. We're not taking money for this or anything.
But like I said, it's 100% that there's somebody out there watching you. And if you think you know who it is, it probably is that person.
I think that's why whatever it was chose you guys, because that's who mine saw. Super
Interesting.
Okay. That's a fascinating video. I understand. I understand why everybody wants me to take a look at this. So obviously people can fake these things. They can push these things. They can control these things. And there are things, even that it seemed just the same when Colby tried to do to interrupt and disrupt that control. Setting up a new environment, setting up new props, everything like that, that would be done to be able to test, to see, and it still ended up coming through. I have a lot of suspicion and difficulty around this subject, specifically myself, because of the background and understanding that I have in it. Studying mentalism and psychology and nonverbal communication and everything that goes into this, there are many avenues that open up for faking these sorts of instances. And I find it to be a very low life level of thing to do, because as you can see, it can have emotional impact on the people that are experiencing it, especially if the people experiencing it want that connection. So we see this emotional response that is genuine in Sam and Colby. From everything that I can see, from everything that I understand about nonverbal communication, it seems as though their expressions, their reactions too, seem to be synchronized and authentic. Their responses in trying to test it seem to add to that authenticity. And then even their disclaimer at the end of being like, we understand that this isn't going to be enough for a lot of you, but this is as best as we could. Even that alone adds more to their authenticity. If somebody only presents something as you have no choice but to believe this or but to accept this, there's your red flags. But if somebody says, I know that this might not be, this is just what we experience, take it or leave it as you will, that's an indicator of authenticity. Again, I think that it could have been orchestrated. It's a possibility to orchestrate it. From what I saw non-verbally from everybody, it's not where I'm leaning. It doesn't seem to be orchestrated. I'm sure that there are people out there that are working hard to disprove it as we speak. So if you're one of those people and you have come across something or you understand a technique, something like that, that can be used to achieve what they're doing outside of just acting and editing, let me know in the comments below if you have seen this or experienced something similar and have a story that can perhaps add context or back up that. Perhaps you even knew the teacher to which they were speaking at the very end there. Let me know in the comments below. Any extra information is important. Something that is always brought up in any circle that we're contacting the beyond, the supernatural, anything that ever is brought up is that the energy of the people in the situation needs to be open to the actual contact themselves. Now, speaking supernaturally, that's so that the energy can communicate well and there's no barriers. Speaking from the point of view of a charlatan is a person will be more likely to believe in something if they want it to be true. So either way, that energy has to be open to the possibility of, otherwise it won't necessarily come through. And so that makes it a difficult situation for all of us that are watching and perhaps are curious, well, if everybody just has to be open and you have to want it anyways, then how do we know whether or not what we're seeing is genuine or not? This provides some, what I would argue, decent evidence. It's not extraordinary evidence. It's not something that can't be done in any other way. It's not something that is able to hold the entire weight of supernatural in and of itself, but it is something that seems to be pushing towards that direction. That's just my opinion, and I've given you my reasons why. Let me know yours in the comment section of this video. Again, like, subscribe, do all those things. Become a member if you want to. Reach out to the socials. There's all sorts of options for you, but without further ado, that's all that I've got for the day. My name is Logan, and you have been oh so awesome as you always are, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers, guys.